Hey everybody, this is your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. We're talking about no money down homes today. No money down homes are making some people very rich in the future. Not necessarily today, but they're making them better well off in some of the major cities you're seeing. So today, I want you guys to bring your questions about no money down. We're going to talk about USDA loans. We're going to look at the map. And the reason I think some people are hesitant about that because they think they're going to have to live in the sticks, that they're going to have to live way, way far out. And that's just not true. Also, traffic plays a role in that. But I can tell you right now, many people are building wealth and foundational changes to their family because they're not dependent on living in an apartment. And every 21 days, if you don't have your money, they're kicking you out. With a mortgage, you got 30 days. You can also call the company, get delays. You know, there's different ways to work this. So this video is going to be about no money down homes and how it can work for somebody in your area. So please, please bring your comments, bring your questions so we can all kind of work together and work on this. All right. So let's see. Let's kick it over. We're going to share the screen again. You guys, sorry you're not seeing my face. I dropped my camera. I broke it. The laptop camera is messy. So I went to Best Buy and they changed me out, but I haven't plugged it in yet. So it's just been funny because I was like, I would break that right before I want to do some shows. So let's share our screen. Hold on a second. Let me get over. Bam. All right, everybody. Tell me you can see the screen. We're basically on the front page of Google till we go to the next page. Hey, Tiffany Brown. Hey, Tim Pfizer. All right. So a lot of you right now, if you put in your Google browser, you're going to see no money down. I am currently in Texas. So this is what you're going to see on my screen. You see taxes and some of the stuff. It's going to say, look at the top one. No money down, 100% financing. No money down, 100% financing. Now, where I'm from in North Carolina, 10 minutes across town, all of a sudden you were in USDA territory. And people are putting no money down. So when I meet young people who tell me they can't afford to buy a home and they can't afford anything, what they're really telling me is I don't want the responsibility. And what's funny is a lot of people, what ends up happening is, you know, Glenn Cameron made a joke the other day about they want to live in their van. There is a SNL snit where the guy is talking about, I live by the river in my van. And that is how a lot of young people are wanting to live. They want to live this laptop lifestyle, and they're living in Thailand. But I don't know if you guys have watched the show long enough to hear me talk about our friend who took his last $1,000. He went to Vietnam, and he was there for like a month and a half, came back. He loved it, but guess what? His truck, he didn't make his truck payments, and they took his truck. And he didn't have, he's literally sleeping on our friend's couch. And we're like, was it worth it to quit your job, go away for a month and a half, and come back to a very bad financial state? For some people, yes. And that's where that whole conundrum is coming in for a lot of young people is, well, Eric, I got student loans. That's going to be there. Unless you just keep hammering it absolutely down, that's going to be there. Now, Grant Cardone's talking about a house is a scam. Let me tell you something that's very, very clear. I see many, many old, elderly Hispanic and Black people who, if it wasn't for their house, they'd be out in the street. If it wasn't for their house, their kids would be out in the street. If it wasn't for their house, their grandchildren would be out in the street. I know many people right now who have grandchildren living in grandma's house, and grandma lives with mama because she's taking care of her. And if it wasn't for that baby boomer push to buy homes, that family would be in dire straits. Do you understand what I'm saying? People are very, people scoff at houses when they have careers where they can move multiple cities. Let me put it this way. There's a lot of people living in their town. They're 6th, 7th generation there and they ain't moving. So to be living in an apartment their whole life kind of is no excuse. But there's this kind of push in America to not be responsible. And you want to be rich, but you don't want to be responsible. That doesn't make sense. That just doesn't, they don't go together. So again, we're talking about here as you go down, USDA loans. Now, these are not what people are thinking is, oh my God, USDA loans. This is like what happened in 2008. No, this is actually better. And it's always been better. It's USDA loans, and it's talking about how are you eligible, right? So we're going to kick over here to USDA screen. And we're going to go to the tutorial here. I hate to hit that one, but let's see. I'm going to show you guys the map. Let's hit USDA home. I'm going to go to the home screen, if it'll let me. Single family housing. Property eligibility. Yes, we accept what we're looking for. Yes, we accept it. So you guys can go to this on your own. It's eligibility.sc. It's a lot of words. I'll put it in the links below. But we're going to look at the map here. You guys, please name off a city other than Texas. Please put in the comments a city other than Texas so I can move the map over to where you are, right? So we can help. So over here, as you're looking at the United States, you look at all the white spaces. All the white spaces are no money down home loans. No money down. Now, I'm going to say this, and I don't mean any harm by it. There are a lot of people who've moved to these areas right outside of town, no money down, and they're doing better than you financially because you want to live right downtown. You got to give a city, not just the state. So let me see. All right, we're going to go in, and we're going to zoom in. I'm going to show you Texas first, and then we go to somebody else's. As you can see here, and like I can show you Native American spots over here in North Carolina near my family's house, but we'll do that a little bit later. Let's go over here. We're going up, up, up. Now look at Texas. As you look, the yellow means it's no longer USD qualified. It means it's a lot of people. Now look at Houston. Houston is a beast. Dallas is a beast. Let's go in a little bit more. Let's zoom in. I hope you guys are able to see this well. That's Fort Hood Military Base. Of course, it's got this a different color orange because, of course, you can't live there technically. You can't, you know, without military. So Waco is already growing and booming to the point where it's super yellow. Temple, Bryan, College Station. That's where the Aggies live. All right, now let's zoom in a little bit more to Austin and Georgetown. Now, I used to tell y'all about how you lived in worked in Georgetown, and people say, well, what's the big deal? That's Austin. No, this is Georgetown. This is Austin. Now, as you can see, this area has grown so much. We have 150 people moving today to Austin that all these areas are yellow. You have to go out to Hutto and Taylor and Granger and the edges to get you a USDA loan. Now, all these areas have been built up because of USDA loan the past 10 years, nonstop building. A lot of people are moving to Cal and Buda. As you can see, they're still white. It's a very big thing because people are wanting no money down. They move to Texas, but they're driving into Austin still. So that gives y'all that example. So let me go back out the map. And what are some places? We have New York, Jersey, Queens, New York, New Jersey. Am I the only one who can't hear? Tiffany Brown, refresh your screen. All right. Honolulu. I don't think you guys have anything. Okay, let me see. Refresh. All right. Y'all just tell her to refresh her screen in the comments. All right, let's go over to Newark, New Jersey. I guess we can go over there. Let's see. Let's zoom back out and travel across the country. So you do understand USDA loans is the population has to be under 50,000. So you may not be in the exact city of your choice. You may be in a city close to it. And that's the difference. So let's get up. That's Atlanta. Atlanta's been gone. Let's see where we're at up here. We're going up here. We're going up. Outside. Okay. Now look at New York before we even zoom in. Trenton, Philadelphia, New Jersey. All that's going orange. So let's go ahead and zoom in. Because someone asked. So let's see. Am I too far up or too down? Oh, wait. I'm passing New Jersey, am I? What's this? This is Washington. This is Philadelphia. That's Delaware. Let's slide back up a little bit. Man, look at that. All right. So we're pretty much zoomed in here. Look at Newark. We got Newark, Jersey City, Plainfield. Look at that. East Brunswick, Long Beach. All that is yellow, 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 yellow. This is white. Okay. Now let's go zoom in a little bit more. Because there's always pockets, right? There's always pockets. So we're going to zoom in and we're going to slide over. All right, this is Jersey. Jersey's completely white. Now this is Long Branch, but there's some white near it. There's East Windsor, white near it. Princeton, Flemington, Camden. I don't know how to say that. All this on the edges is white. Now if you're here, this is here. Anybody see that? Logic Grand Supreme, you have to name a city in Georgia. Name a city. All right. So Alicia, Anthony, did you see that about Jersey there? All right. So you guys, so you guys see all that? That is New York. That's New Jersey. As we go up, we're crossing the line. That's New York. Okay, Newburgh, what we talk about Andre in that course. It is now yellow. Campbell, you go across here. Midtown on the edge, you'd have to live on the edges of Midtown. Goshen, New York. Walden, New York. So these are places that are available to you. Now, I know you guys are like, oh, I don't want to drive that far. I'm so sorry. But at least I'm showing you. So, all right, what's another one we got here? Honolulu. We'll try Honolulu, which is funny. We'll go to Georgia, but we got Montgomery, Alabama, and Georgia. Let's see if we can find that place in Georgia. Now, you can type in an address up here in this address bar, but I found it to be not reliable. And I'm going to be really honest. I found that address bar to be terrible. So, and there's also a bar up here of previous eligible areas, which is super interesting because you'll see how fast a place has grown. All right, we're going down to Georgia. Passing Carolinas. Look at that. Lumbee Indians. We have some Husky. We've got some other Indian tribes up there. There's 9 in North Carolina that we have. But you already know my history on that, so let's keep moving. All right, we're in Georgia. This is Georgia. Now, what is that city next to in Georgia? Logic reigns supreme. Name a city it's next to so we can zoom in. Let's see. All right, so here's Georgia. There's Savannah. There's Alabama. All right. There's Alabama, too, for whoever's looking. Montgomery, Alabama is down here, and you can see it's yellow. Could you give me the town that place is next to in Georgia? Logic reigns supreme, so I can zoom in on the map here, because I don't necessarily see the name of that town. I may be missing it, but I just don't see it. But I'm going to slide over to Montgomery, Alabama while we're waiting on you to give me that city next to yours. All right, let's go over. Come on, Montgomery. All right, if it'll let me zoom in. So this thing, you have to play with it for a while. So if that makes sense to you guys. All right, here's Montgomery. Whoever asked for Montgomery, let me look down. Who asked for that? Tiffany Brown. All right, Montgomery, Prattville. Did I tell you guys how I helped with the tornado relief? I was in Hoover, Alabama with my mom for 6 months. Beautiful place. Super surprised at how well built it was and how nice it was. All right, so this is Montgomery, Alabama. So you pretty much see on that Troy Highway, you got to get further down, okay? You see Millbrook, Blue Ridge, Selma Highway, you got to get over there. All around that. Do you see that? The question, Jackie, is USDA loans and how to qualify. Basically, there are no money down loans. And a lot of people are confused about how do they get no money down loans. So I was asking what are some cities they live in so I can help them look at the map. And they can do this on their own time. But this is Montgomery. So as you can see, Montgomery is pretty big at this point. But you would just have to go on the edges, basically. Fitzpatrick, all this. No money down. All right, Tiffany Brown went, woohoo. Okay. All right. Let's see, where else do we have? Branson, Missouri, Oklahoma, Florida. Name a city next to that CSG in Florida. Griffin or Orchard Hill, Georgia. Okay, Logic reigns supreme. We're going to slide back over to Georgia since we're already down this way. There's Fort Benning. Let's keep going. There's Columbus. I have to just put your city in. Let me see if it'll let me put your city in. Georgia. Let's see. Wrong. Nope. See, I hate this little thing. It's really stupid. Like if you try to type in anything, it just like, nope, I don't know where that is. So that's why I asked what city is it next to, because it gets really finicky. So we're looking at Florida and Georgia. We're gonna zoom back in. We're zooming over. Okay. And this is absolutely free to go on here, you guys, to look this up. So this is Georgia. Now, I'm trying to, Athens, Georgia. Let's try Athens. Now you already see Athens in yellow, right? Athens is very beautiful from what I've heard. I think I drove by there for a football game. Let's zoom in some more. Look at Atlanta. Atlanta's just a beast. All right, there's Athens. If you're in Watkinsville or Lexington or anything around Athens, you could be in a USDA. Let's go down further. Okay, let's scoot you on over. Scoot on over, map. All right, do you see Athens? Do you see? It looks like half of Winterville, a little bit left of Winterville is still available. Watkinsville, you'd have to be under the 29th. That is your choices. But look at Atlanta. God bless y'all. That's crazy. Leslie, you're going to have to, this is your live-in property. Now, that was part of the end of this, the discussion when I was talking about USDA loans. How is it making people rich? Getting into these properties. Now, they do have a multifamily housing button. We were going to click into this, but basically, you would come into this property, and I've known people who do this here in Austin. They live in a property that seems far out. They stay there a year and some change, and then they move in closer to Austin and buy another property, conventional, and rent out the first house. I've seen it happen multiple times. There were several military guys who did the same thing because military loans are off the chain. VA loan is the same. Okay, so let's see. What was the other one we had? Oklahoma. Let's see. Tulsa and Branson, Missouri. Let's see here. Zoom out. But do you see how much opportunity is here for people who, if they want to just get out of the city just for a while? Now you've got a house that you moved in and all you paid was closing costs, year or two there, and then you're going to move further in. Because a lot of times people say, well, Eric, I can't qualify for a USDA again. Well, you can, but here's the thing. It's with a job move. If you say my job is over here, it's, over an hour away or that type of thing, then you can. So this is Oklahoma. Let's see if we can zoom in. Tulsa's already yellow I can already see it's yellow. Oops, that's too fast. Let's zoom back out. All right, where do we go? Tulsa's here. Just a little bit. All right, let's slide over. Oh, look at Tulsa. All right, Tulsa, Broken Arrow, Chinks. I don't want to say that. Bixby might not be. Up by the 44th highway. Yeah, there's Tulsa. So you're pretty much surrounded by city, which probably people who are in Tulsa don't think it's that big of a city, but I know there's a college there. We played them, if I'm not mistaken. But that's Tulsa, Oklahoma. So definitely you guys can jump on this and do it for yourself. Branson, Missouri. Are we close to Missouri here on this map? Let's see how we can slide it up. Let me zoom back out. Dang it, I hate that. Oh, there was Branson. There we go. Wait. Are we in Missouri yet? Is that Ohio? Let's look and see. Wichita, Kansas. Let's zoom back out a little bit. Missouri. Yes, we were. We were near. Okay. This is Branson, Missouri. Let's zoom back in. Poor Houston, Missouri is just like, nobody knows about it. All right, that looks like Branson right there, near the Mark Twain Natural Forest. Let's see here. Branson looks good to go. They don't have any yellow. So if you're in Branson, Missouri, who is that? Let's look up. Who is that? STL vendors. You guys are good to go. You're in the clear. All right, who else? Just go back to the beginning of the video, Jackie, and check it out. It's at the beginning of the video. But you can literally just go on this website. And what we're doing is we're just looking at the map. Now, here we go. We're going to click a few other buttons so you guys can see that. Now, here's a really important button. Single-family housing income eligibility. There are two types of USDA loans. One is based off your income. The second, I can already tell you Jacksonville, Florida is going to be yellow. But the second is based off of the area. So you saw why we looked at the areas first. Now let's just go do, I don't know, let's do, who was our last one we did? Missouri? Oklahoma. Let's check Oklahoma. Let's just click Oklahoma. Oh, dang, what was the county? Oh, hey, who's the county? What's the county in Tulsa, you guys? Tulsa, Oklahoma, what's the county? Name it. If not, I'm going to go and reset it for Texas. Let's reset it for Texas. Put here Texas. Okay. Then we'll pick Travis County. Now, my county is going to be, the income's way higher than a lot of other places. Some places you might only need 30K to make it. So I'm giving you an example of Travis County. Okay, let's see. Now you see here in this calculator, it's going to ask how many people are in your household. And that includes foster children, foster adults. And so we're just going to put 1. We're going to keep it simple. You guys can do this calculator on your own. Is the loan or co-loan applicant over 62 years or older? Are there any disabled persons living in this household? Anybody a full-time student? See, these are things that are very important. So anyway, next. Now we're just going to come up with a base income. We're just going to name off something random, right? We're just going to say, and this is per month, right? So I always say 4,500, right? Because most people, are going to be in that range. Let's say it's to a couple. Most are going to be in that range, putting their money together or not, right? So look at what it said here. The applicant is eligible for a 502 guaranteed rural housing program. So what does that mean? If I'm in the white areas where it was white on the map, I'm guaranteed, but I'm ineligible based on income alone. Now, why is that? If we scroll down, it'll tell you 45,000 is the maximum on income. So that means what? A lot of teachers qualify for these loans. A lot of police officers, a lot of people who are in low paying entry level jobs qualify for these loans based on. So did you guys get that? Did you see that? A process starts you there. But yeah, you can put that in here. You can also click on loan basics on this site. I'm not going to do that because it's going to take us away, but you can also click on multifamily housing on here. All right. So again, no money down. This is multifamily housing. So when you go to multifamily housing, it's a little bit different, but it's similarly the same. It's just showing you areas where you could qualify. So again, if you ever go out to rural areas and you'll see like a random fourplex that's built out of brick, it's nice. It's where somebody built because they knew they could sell to somebody, no money down, or they could build that home for a particular price, very low. So again, no money down, rural business, all this stuff, single family housing direct. You've got great stuff in here. You got a great tool to use. Now, why am I talking about USDA loans? If I click back over here, because people are Googling that. People want a home. Apartment increases are so high. People are looking for ways to be able to afford housing. That's just plain and simple. Homelessness has gone up on the West Coast. Now, here's my argument. People get mad at me. If you're on the West Coast and you've just been struggling for 10 years, it's time to move. It's either you need to get a better job or you need to move, or you need to do better planning. People don't become homeless overnight. Sometimes they do. Circumstances do happen, but that's what the point of building a family and community for. Now, why am I talking about USDA loans? Because a lot of you are going to get your tax refund in a few months, and you don't want to invest in tax liens. You don't want to invest in Lending Club. Well, I want you to at least invest in yourself. Get yourself a nice home. And that's what you can do. So again, over here, like I told you guys, Google no money down homes or USDA loans. And of course, on my screen, this is my Google. It says Texas USDA loans, but you guys can do it for your city, your state. There you go. You can do either income based or you can do it based on area. So that was a short one today. Did y'all have any questions? That was basically the presentation. I just want to reach out to you guys because I know so many people are complaining about housing. Erica, housing's just crazy. And there used to be a time in America where you bought a starter home. Then you bought your next home. You didn't start out in a $400,000 home. That's not how that rolls. Jackie, well, if we already own our home, can we still apply for USDA loans? Now, Jackie, I would say if you are already in 1 or 2 homes or properties, I would probably go with some other loan programs because there's other types of programs that are no money down or 1% down. They have a lot of different programs. If you're trying to buy rentals or investments, there's like, I bought Kareem Baldwin on the channel. If you just go back and look on my interviews, Kareem Baldwin, his name, I'm typing it in there now. He is actually a mortgage officer over multiple states. Almost, I think he's over all 50. Just look for that interview, you guys. And he actually talks about how many different programs you can get on that aren't this one. If you already own your home and you're looking for a rental, depends on what you're doing. Are you refinancing that house and putting that money into a rental? Or are you just looking to go buy another home? He would be a great person to answer that. And he does it for free. So check out that interview with him on my channel, or even go ahead and contact Kareem Baldwin. And I'll put his stuff in the bottom. So Tiffany Brown, high five. I see some people on here. Port St. Lucie, Florida. Peace family. Okay, thanks. Let's see. Jacksonville, Florida. Oh, I already know Jacksonville is yellow, because you can look on this map as that's right here is yellow from here when it ain't even zoomed in. That's why I want you guys to go definitely play with this map. Check it out for yourself. There's just a lot of opportunity out here. And I feel like right now, I went and drove around some areas in Round Rock and Pflugerville that were still USDA loan areas. And I promise you that there was one row of just all Asians on this one street. All Asians, all Indians. People are using this to their advantage. And, it's up to you. So you see Jacksonville is super yellow, right? Jacksonville's got like a giant yellow. Now, I will tell you this thing about Jacksonville. Jacksonville is the highest area for Hispanic homeowners in the nation. And I live in Texas. 7 out of 10 Hispanics in Jacksonville own their home. So, I love when people try to tell me owning your home is, oh, it's a money pit. No, it's not. I know several men right now in the city of Austin I'm in. They have a home with 2 and 3 bedrooms, because Austin's really big on building 4-bedroom homes here. And they rent out all the rooms to guys. Now, is that ideal? Do you want to do that forever? No. But if you do that for a year or two, the income in your pocket, the money you've saved, you ain't paying anything out on your mortgage for 2 years. You're just paying off your student loans. You're doing something else. But look at Jacksonville. You see how big and yellow Jacksonville is. That's ridiculous. Yeah, good luck. I mean, you can get some beach area, Green Cove Springs, you can go Sanderson, Fernanda Beach. You can go further up. But Jacksonville itself, nah, nothing there. Gainesville, outside of Gainesville, Orlando. Yeah, you see all that orange down there. Jade City. St. Petersburg is beautiful, but I already know it's yellow before I got down here. Fort Meade. All this. Yellow, 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 yellow. Pembroke Pines. I knew that was going to be yellow. But on the edges, you can get some stuff. So, he said Kareem Baldwin will help you. Yep, that's right. I'm sorry I didn't get the website to look up the info for our state. It's USDA.gov. USDA.gov. I'll put it in the comments. USDA.gov. And you're going over to eligibility. But it'll also be in the links below. All right, everybody. So look, if you have questions about anything, Facebook's not a good one to hit me about. Neither is Instagram. Definitely follow and get a consult. It saves you and I both time. We can get all your questions fleshed out, and we can get you where we need to go. So this was a short video about USDA loans and how you guys can really kind of get ahead in this economy. There are people paying $3,000 a month in rent in California. They would love to be in a no money down situation. There are people paying $2,000, $3,000 for rent in Austin downtown. They'd love to be in a house where they're paying $1,500 a month. So that's just is what it is. So definitely check this site out. You guys play around with it. See if there's some opportunity for you in your city, in your state. And good luck. Thanks for coming out today. You guys, I think that's all I'm going to do today. I promise I'll probably not jump back on again live for the rest of the day, I think. So you guys, this is Erica, Classy Climb Blog. Have a great day.